Um, Hello there. What I'm going to talk about happened a long, long time ago. I think I was still in my teens, 19, probably 19, yeah. And I'd gone to visit my mum. I was in the Merchant Navy at that time. I was going to Orkney and Shetlands on a ship called, it's either called the St Ninian or the St Magnus. I can't remember, but it used to go up to Shetland and Orkney. I liked it. It's a good job. Anyway, I'd gone to see Mum, and to be honest, I hadn't noticed anything amiss. But that was it. That very day, that night, Mum decided she couldn't cope. She couldn't cope with all the turmoil in her mind. So she drank a lot of brandy and swallowed a load of pills, and then dressed. She only had her nightdress on. She went out into the night, into the cold, into the snow. It was snowing heavy. Luckily, I noticed that she wasn't in her room. I must have gone to see her, ask her a cup of tea or something. But anyway, she wasn't in her room. I couldn't find her anywhere, so I went searching for her. I found that she was lying in the garden, in the snow, in a nightdress, tucked up in a vegetable plot with Brussels sprouts growing. I think they were beside her, growing through the snow. I can't remember how I got her back into the house, but I did. I do remember running as fast as I could go to the nearest public phone box, which was over a mile away, maybe 2 miles, because Mum lived in a remote house, very remote house in Aberdeenshire. I got to the phone box and dialed 999 to call the ambulance. Then I rushed back to the house. When I got back to the house, Mum was acting really. She was like an angry, mad woman. Her eyes were little black, angry dots in her face. She kept trying to get outside again. I was really frightened of her. I mean, really frightened of her. And she had a tremendous strength. And when the ambulance men came, they couldn't even. I mean, it took them all their strength to deal with her. She was completely ferocious, mad. Anyway, they took her off to the hospital and did what they had to do and everything. And then they put her in the mental hospital, the looney bin, as it's colloquially known in those days. I bet you could say that these days, can you, looney? Actually, a looney, in those days, a loon was a boy in that part of Scotland. So I suppose they still say it, but in a different meaning. Anyway, Mum, they gave her electric shock treatment. It worked. She eventually recovered, but her all her bad memories, well, lots of other memories, all her memories had been erased. I suppose that was a good thing. Anyway, Mum and me never spoke of it ever again. Why I'm telling you this is because a memory came up on Facebook of a painting I did at that a couple of years ago. Of a painting I did, and it was about my mum. The painting. It was about that time. Painting of her lying in the snow. Sold the painting, funny enough. Sold ever so quickly. And you may wonder, why on earth would you paint something like that? Well, what happened was at that time, I wanted to paint a picture of snow. I mean, I could have painted a robin redbreast in the snow, or a holly tree and red holly berries against the white snow. But because of what had happened, the incident all those years ago, it came into my head again, and I painted it. Yeah, weird, isn't it? It's quite a challenging painting. I mean, it was a challenge of painting snow that had got me onto it in the first place. Yeah. Anyway, obviously, I'll show you the picture in a second after I've finished rabbiting on. Mum won't mind. She's been gone a long time now. She died of natural causes eventually. An old lady.